Mr. Shy Boy on the beat. Takkatoo nañ ba
You may call it the tree of life, the monkey bread tree, or the upside-down tree that the devil plucked up and forced the branches into the soil and left the roots in the air, as described by a common Arab legend. This uniquely shaped tree is the baobab tree. The baobab trees are found throughout Africa. Interestingly, it can survive for thousands of years.
Generally, it is one of the most famous and unique African indigenous trees. Why? Because incidentally, it's one of the few trees which is only endemic in Africa, meaning that the baobab is found only in tropical Africa. And historically, because of the fact that the baobab tree has so many uses, people of ancient times would usually always establish their settlements in or around baobab groves. Okay, for example, so that they'll be able to have access to fiber, to make ropes, from the trunk of the baobab. The leaves also are a source of food, like seasoning and so on. The fruit also, we all know that also is also like another important component of some of our cuisine and food. We see that in the records that generally the first preference was to build a settlement around the baobab trees, so as to be able to have access to some of the uses of the tree.
The baobab is an object of folklore and fetish throughout Africa. There is the belief that evil spirits dwell in certain baobabs and after dark lie in wait among the twisted branches for their victims. How people learnt about the spirits is a mystery.
Pre-Islamic societies had a particular liking for baobab, because it was usually the places like in the baobab groves where they will keep the fetishes, the idols, and the deities. Okay, and we have come across records where for example among the Serer, for example in Sin, some of the early explorers, they were quite impressed by the fact that almost all the fetishes and the shrines were located inside baobab groves. So you can see that the tree also has that cultural, if not religious, dimension, during the pre-Islamic era.
Baobab trees have supported and sustained life throughout our existence. The leaves, bark, roots, fruit, and seeds have long been a source of nutrition as well as medicines for humans and animals. It is rich in vitamin C, and the most common medicinal use of baobab fruit in traditional Africa is its treatment of diarrhea. The creamy and tasty beverage from the fruit can be served in any 5-star hotel. A renowned Gambian food processor, Yasin Jambai, will show us how to make some refreshing beverages.
Normally, after when I dry it, I go to process it and pound it to get the flour itself. Then we can go there to pound it. We use our local padul and mug to pound it. Okay, then we can start now. Now we are mixing the peanut butter with the baobab powder to get Nyine Joob. Nyine Joob is a nice drink. You can use it with la, ngala, for even breakfast or for dessert. Normally in Ramadan, most people like ngala because when we mix the baobab with the peanut butter, then after you make ngala, the ngala is chagri. We are going to add water there, water and sugar to get Nyine Joob. This is the leaf of baobab. The leaf of the baobab always have a flower. That flower gives you the pulp. That pulp is having the fruits inside it. When we pound it, that's why we get the powder. This leaf is very useful. You can cook it. You can make it seasonal. You can make it super. And the powder itself, you can, this is the powder itself.
How do you make the powder?
The powder, you have to dry the leaf. You take out the leaf and wash it and dry it. When it dries, you pound it and sieve it. You can put it cherry, known as lalo, when we are making cherry. Some people like this lalo and the other people like lalo mbip. But this one comes from the baobab tree itself. When you are processing cherry, you have to steam it. When you steam it, you take it out and add this powder there. This is just a demonstration how to prepare cherry with the lalo. Then after when we mix it like this until it's well mixed, we're going back to the steaming and steam it again. After